a lifesaver. Like, it's made my life so much easier. It's just like online shopping. So you literally go through and pick the stuff you want and check out. And it's so much easier than, oh, I've got to fill out this form and then make sure to save it the right way and email it to the right person. And so I really think it's boosted our pre-orders as well. So our original intent with FanFood was, we were originally just looking into it for the sweets ordering aspect, like the pre-ordering. We were using a super outdated Excel form, and it was just like a plug and play PDF kind of deal. It was a hassle. It was just way outdated. So if you didn't pre-purchase a menu, you were sent this Excel pre-order form. And the whole direction was, this is your pre-order menu. You can look through it and it has your descriptions of all of your menu items. And then you transfer that over to your Excel sheet and you have to fill out the little boxes. And people were doing it wrong all the time. They were missing information. They weren't putting in the suite number that they were in. So you had to hunt them down and get the correct suite number. And it was just a mess. You couldn't enforce any kind of deadline. If you needed 2 days in advance, you would get it at 10 o'clock the night before. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot about the 2-hour deadline, or I was out of the office. And it was just a hassle. It was so much. And so then when I took over in 2019, getting the pre-orders, I just went to my boss and I was like, listen, this is way too complicated. It's way too much to keep up with. You're wasting a lot of paper. You just had to print everything out and just bring it to the restaurant like it was, so it was easy to get lost. It was just, there were so many issues. There were so many problems. They don't have to dig through and their emails to find the forms. We can put in the dates that they have access to, so it's much easier for them to be like, oh, well, I'm in suite 6 on July 19th, and it's the only thing that pops up, so that's the only thing that they can choose. But from the few people that I've heard of, it's definitely been much easier to navigate. The biggest changes that I've noticed so far, 2 big things, is getting our orders in by the deadline time has been just really great for us and for our kitchen, especially with having to do restaurant food and catering food, and sometimes even doing catering for the visiting teams. Having those orders ahead of time like we're supposed to was a really big deal with making sure that we've got the product that we need. It's actually boosted our pre-orders a lot as well. I think it's just so much easier for people to just go in there, and it's actually increased the tips for our suite hostesses. Because originally there was a space for it, but they were like, well, if we add on at the end of the night, then we'll just do it then. But then half the time it wasn't even the same people who were making the pre-order. So they wouldn't even tip on the pre-order as well as what they ordered night before. So it's actually been really been beneficial for the suite hostesses as well. The food and beverage director actually had a call with someone from the Durham Bulls. He had absolutely nothing but positive things to say about you guys, and especially with speaking with the reps before, we were like, you know what, like, we can give this a try. He was talking about how much it helped boost his sales and just delivery times and how fast the lines were moving. We were like, we may as well just give it a shot. So looking at FanFood, we were like, if we use it for sweets pre-ordering now, then there's the potential to grow into all of our concession stands. So we could use it upstairs and all 6 of our stands downstairs, and it has just a huge growth potential. It's been super great. The onboarding experience was super easy. They gave us all of our instructions that we needed to complete what steps we needed to complete in the right order. By the time we were trying to start using FanFood, we were trying to get our team up and ready after almost 2 years of not having baseball. We've got 4, not minor league teams, I guess, anymore, but college league teams now that we were trying to get them settled and hired staff for them. So we were all over the place. Sometimes it would kind of slip between the cracks. but everybody was super patient with us the whole time, like help us get our site up and running like super duper quick, like once we needed it. And they've been so helpful with answering any questions anytime we have them. Like they've been so helpful. So just working with the whole team has been super easy and just super pleasant. Absolutely nothing but good things to say about anybody that's been helping us so far. Everybody's been great. We do have the one store for concessions right now, but we haven't been opening that one up quite yet, just because this is the first year that we've run our kind of in-house restaurant on our own. It used to be run through a third party, so we wanted to make sure that we had everything in the actual restaurant down pat before we introduced another element to that. So hopefully we'll be able to use that in the next month or so, and we can kind of test out how that works too. But the sweets pre-ordering so far has been great. I'm super excited to see kind of how we expand with you guys in the future, because I know, like I said, sweets pre-ordering has been a lifesaver. Like it's made my life so much easier. And I'm really excited to finally open up our concession store and then kind of see where we go from there.